do you have $600,000 cash that you want to go and put on a house? Well, a lot of people don't. But we have the solution at Evergreen Home Loans. There are so many people that are putting, 10% down or even 20% down, and they have these multiple offers. And as you know, as an agent, you're getting beat by these cash offers, right? Mm-hmm. And so what do? I mean, do you have $600,000 cash that you want to go and put on a house? Well, a lot of people don't. But we have the solution at Evergreen Home Loans, and it's called Cash Up. So we're really excited about this program, and it's going to make your life so much easier.
Good, I like that.
Yes. So the process basically starts off as we need to get your client to come in or apply online and have them get us all their documents, their income, their assets, their credit, all of that. So we send it to the underwriter, and we have it fully approved, so they're ready to go.
So they're not pre-approved, they're approved. So they can compete with the cash offers.
Exactly, because the difference of a pre-approval is, hey, we're on the phone, you tell me how much you make, what your credit scores are, and I do a pre-qualification, pre-approval. That's really not going to help you. This is a full underwrite approval. So now we're approved, okay? And the exciting part is you're going to call me today and say, hey, on the Jones, we need to put an offer in, and they're putting 15% down. And I'm like, great, we can do a cash up offer. What does that mean? It's amazing. That means that you're gonna give us the address of the property and tell us how much you're gonna offer.
Right.
Okay? Then we take that documentation, they have a few forms to fill out, and it goes to our underwriter. Within 30 minutes to the max of 2 hours, our company will review that offer. They'll review the value of the home. They'll review our borrower's approval. And if everything looks great, we, as Evergreen Home Loans, are going to buy the home for cash, right, for our borrower. So you're fully approved. We get that approved. You send the offer in to the listing agent.
That's a really good solution. Because in that, we would definitely compete with cash offers.
And what that means is, so when we put the offer in, Evergreen Home Loans is buying the home for cash and closing in 10 days.
10-day close.
10-day
wow.
close. So we would.
Isn't that amazing?
It's so exciting.
It's really exciting.
Yes.
Years ago, the closing process and the underwriting process was dreadful. It was extensive. It took a while. They said 30 days. Yeah, it wasn't 30 days. It would be much longer. So things are going so much quicker these days. So how long does the process take when they give you the information? So is there, you're saying it takes up to 2 hours, but when they're giving you all the information, do you need them to send a year's worth, 6 months worth, 2 years worth? What do you need?
So it varies on each person. That's a great question. And so sometimes when you work for a company and you're a W-2 borrower, we only need a W-2 and some pay stubs. If you have commission or bonus, we may have to have 1 year of taxes or 2 years. It's gonna vary on each person. But the great thing is before you start shopping, we're gonna get that done ahead of time. So we'll have all that done. We will have you fully approved. You and I will communicate, and the exciting part is when I call you and say, okay, go shopping and let's go put some cash offers in.
How long is this good for? So, it's obviously not going to be good for forever. Is it like 90 days or?
So the approval's good for 90 days, okay? And then we'll just get updated documentation, like a bank statement or a pay stub. It just depends on the situation, right? What type of job you're doing. But the exciting part is, I don't think you're going to be waiting 90 days. The great thing is we've been seeing our clients put in offers, maybe one, I would say maybe 2 or 3, and the offer's accepted.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. You know that your client really wants this house.
Yes.
And we, as Evergreen, we have the cash to put down. So we can wire those funds immediately. One of the main things on the Cash App is we have to have a home inspection. Okay. Because
which I recommend everyone do it, even on a brand new house. You better get a home inspection yourself done too, even if it's brand new. You'd be surprised what you'll find.
Well, yeah, and as you helping your clients and as us as the lender, we need to make sure that obviously the house doesn't have mold or doesn't have any structural issues. And so I, like you say, I would advise every buyer to get an inspection just to make sure that they know what they're getting themselves into, right?
Yeah, you don't always see certain things.
Well, you can't be behind the walls, and that's why they have professionals that do that.
Yeah.
But the exciting part is when you put that offer in, and then I make the phone call to the listing agent saying, yes, this is a cash offer. Yes, we can close in 10 days. I mean, obviously, if the sellers need it longer, they can, right? But, I mean, cash offer right now, because that seller's probably looking at a house. It's really hard to get an offer accepted with a contingency, so they want to sell their house.
It is. I have got several sellers, they won't list their house until they find their home. If they're moving out of state or something like that, they're like, I gotta find my home, and then they want it to go through. But now, even for that short amount of time, they could have 2 payments. What about the appraisal? You're able to waive that, keep the inspection, but waive the loan contingency and the appraisal contingency?
Right, so it's 2 transactions.
Okay.
So we have your client, fully approved, and let's just say that their loan is on the back end, and we're doing the cash up on the front end, okay? So our team goes in and does an internal appraisal. They look at comps, they feel good about what the house is gonna be purchased at, so they give us the okay. We go ahead, the offer gets accepted, we close in 10 days, and if you need more, we'll do that, right? But in the meantime, in the back end, now we're working on our client's loan to get them in the loan that they qualified for, correct? So we purchased the house and they have nowhere to live. So they can rent back from us because right now we own the home. Now they can move in and we're getting, let's say their appraisal requires, their approval requires an appraisal. We'll get the appraisal. But what happens if the appraisal comes in maybe $5,000 lower? The goal of this program is it's 10% or more down. Why? For that exact reason. Let's say we're short $5,000 or $10,000. We know that their debt to income ratio is good even if we have to increase the loan amount, and instead of now doing 10% down, maybe we have 8% down or 5% down. We've worked it out so that we can make it work. And they'll look at assets, they'll look at all that. But in 10 days, you close, you're done with your transaction, they've moved in, and we're finishing the loan, and then we'll close the home and put it in their name. Like you're talking about clients with contingencies, right? So we have the cash up now, and then we're gonna get what's called move up. That is coming next, and we're super excited.
I like the name of it.
Move up means you have to sell a house, but you need to buy a house. So instead of doing a contingency offer, it's the move up with the cash up. So we make sure your house is listed, we know what the value is, we will provide the cash for that, so you don't have to move twice. I mean, it's the most exciting thing. I mean, it's like something I never dreamed of. And it's going to make your life easier to find your clients their dream home and not look at 20 or 30 homes and put 1 million offers in, right? Because
it is.
That is the discouraging part of
and
this.
And not every lender can even, they don't have these programs.
No.
They can't do this. So when you're calling around and you're saying, hey, do you have the cash up offer? I saw a great video and, you know, you're my uncle's best friend, so I want you to be my lender. Don't be surprised when they don't have this kind of stuff. Now, some lenders may have something a little bit similar. She's an open book. She will always be honest with you, and she will simplify it. She will make it fun.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's an enjoyable process and not a painful one like many of us had to go through.
Well, I think what's enjoyable about it is that they know that they can go in and probably put the strongest offer out there. And people in our area now know about Cash App, so the agents know they're going to close in 10 days when they say, because there's no appraisal, there's, everything is we don't have to wait for an approval. We're ready to go, and it closes in 10 days.
I like that move up too, so we'll definitely be covering that. They're still working on it. It's going to be released soon.
Yeah.
But you guys get kind of an exclusive, right? So now if you know someone who's wanting to move, but they're worried that they're not going to be able to find another home, now you guys have like a little insider secret.
It is.
So coming soon. We will be covering another subject, another really great subject, and we're going to cover lots of different loan types that she has available. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more up-to-date information.